This alien rat was left at a store 3 months ago, and in that time it had developed into a very different animal. Most pet owners might be taken aback to learn that their furry new best friend is actually an extraterrestrial rat, but this kind woman wasn't deterred. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. The drowsy ball of fluff she'd taken into her house had been left outside her neighborhood supermarket at the beginning of his existence. In truth, she was already in love with the rodent-looking creature, and she made the decision that it was her responsibility to raise him until he developed into the family's most attractive member. The alleged extraterrestrial tale started in a nearby store's parking lot. Just 1 day old, the small white creature startled a couple when they found it curled up by itself, left to fend for itself. Then they picked up the infant and carried him away to safety. The two then set out to find someone who would be interested in taking in the creature, whatever it was. Fortunately, someone quickly stepped forward to provide the little fellow temporary refuge for the time being. He was healthy and well hydrated, but he was in desperate need of warmth, regular milk, and care. Ultimately, he had been taken away from his mother and sent out onto the streets before he had ever had the chance to open his eyes. Kelly, the lady who had come forward, was aware of the enormous difficulty she was facing. She therefore had no desire to keep him around indefinitely. Initially, the thoughtful host intended to raise the unwanted baby until he reached adoption age, which is typically between 8 and 12 weeks. Subsequently, she intended to place him in a no-kill shelter. He would grow up there and wait for an adoptive family, whatever long that might take. But in a matter of days, Kelly and the small creature developed a close relationship, and she gave him the name Ali. But not everybody was smitten with this Ali person. Kelly's buddy said, "Ew, he looks like an alien rat," when she showed her girlfriend a picture she had snapped of him on the day he came. Kelly dismissed the evaluation, which was far from positive, and continued with her role as a mother. Yes, the foreign mouse of one woman was the faithful friend of another. Ali was bottle-fed by Kelly, who also put him to sleep by holding him close to her heart. She accomplished this by putting Ali in her blouse and wrapped him in a hand towel. Her term for this was burrito. It also meant that she could effortlessly carry him about the home as she folded clothes, typed reports, and did the dishes. Posting a photo from their third date on Imgur, Kelly gushed, "I love the contented expression on his adorable face." But in that first week, Kelly seldom looked away from Ali. He had not even opened his eyes yet. Then tragedy befell the couple as they were settling into a routine. Ali once had signs of extreme dehydration, which is lethal for young alien rats. Kelly had to hurry him to an animal hospital for an emergency late at night, so she did that. Ali was given the medications he needed to resurrect his health and preserve his life by veterinary doctors after many hours. After giving Kelly some advice to speed up his recuperation, they parted ways. When the patient got home, his devoted mother kept an eye on him as he took several further naps to recover. The junior furball survived the night thanks to Kelly, and on the 12th day of his life with Kelly, a miracle occurred. Ali opened his eyes fully for the first time. Later, his caregiver posted on Imgur describing him as having given her this happy little dazed look of a happy and full baby. Love was felt right away. Ali was a stage 5 clinger in no time, and he appeared to be totally enamored with the woman who saved his life. As it turned out, Ali was starting to resemble a domestic pet, more precisely a kitten, rather than an extraterrestrial rat living in a sewer. He had made it through an entire fortnight when this cute picture was taken, and the veterinarians Kelly talked with said that the odds were in his favor for reaching adulthood. Although at this age Ali could still be carried in one hand, his growth was rapid. In terms of his character, the cat appeared to be rather gregarious, Kelly clarified, saying, "He would weep uncontrollably if he heard anything from outside the area he was confined in. I checked to be sure it wasn't hunger. When their tummies are empty, kittens scream terribly. As expected, he would decline the bottle and choose to cuddle up to me." Ali was also becoming a more active pet. Whenever he became too large to fit inside clothes, he enjoyed settling on people's shoulders. And he'd give his mom the serious side-eye and meow like there was no tomorrow when she took breaks from petting him to eat her lunch. He still kept her best interests in mind, though, as the kitten became her little healer and provided the warmth and company she needed while she recovered from leg surgery. However, Kelly was being courted by other non-human lodgers besides Ali. One day, Ali was routinely exploring his house, typically hiding behind couches, when he noticed a tank with Rainbow, Kelly's beautiful pet betta fish. Fortunately, though, Rainbow's tank water was the only thing this well-fed cat neighbor wanted to drink. When human cuddling were momentarily out of the question, the curious cat found solace in Rainbow's tank. Observing the birds assembling in Kelly's garden was another. However, Ali, a homebody, didn't feel like leaving the house and stayed on the side of the screen door that was warmer. 3-month-old Ali was not just Kelly's darling baby, he was also a very attractive cat with long whiskers, teal blue eyes, and wide pink-hued ears, which required Kelly to hold him up with both hands due to his size. He was far over the alien rat phase. Furthermore, human shoulders were no longer the best surface for sitting on. Still, Kelly's favorite activity was discovering new spots to cuddle up and nap. As Ali approached 4 months old, he discovered that his owner had given him a scratching post of his very own. However, Ali preferred to lounge on Kelly's sofa, with the exception of one occasion when he chose to take a rather unlucky snooze on top of her handbag. Furthermore, Kelly's life has improved since becoming Ali's mother. That being said, she was willing to adopt another kitten because she had learned how to care for a small one. A male friend had alerted her to the existence of rescue cat number 2 on social media. After they moved to a new home, her friend's neighbors left the little tabby behind. Kelly was happy to take in the kitten, but was concerned that Ali, who was by now extremely spoiled, might grow envious. Memories of Ali's first week came flooding back. Kelly carried the tiny brown, black, and white kitten inside and placed him in his box on the carpet. Would he be welcomed as a brother by Ali? Or if not, as a friend at least? As they say, pets grow to become their owners, and Ali definitely appeared to fit this description, welcoming the kitten into the family with grace. Soon the plump lodger was curled up on a blanket with the sage foster cat, who was teaching him the ways of the world. Then he was prepared to leave the nest after spending 8 weeks with Ali and Kelly. The kitten, later called Ryder, found a devoted home when Kelly put up some ads and had 3 bids in a matter of 15 minutes. It's obvious that not just Kelly experienced the delights of taking in a hairy bottle baby like Ali. And to top it all off, his biggest fan was now Kelly's anti-cat pal, who had once called him an alien rat. Kelly said, "Ali won a place in my heart and is a permanent member of the family," at the conclusion of her lengthy Imgur post. Taking care of a kitten from the very beginning is a challenging yet gratifying endeavor. He is among the cutest cats I have ever encountered. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.